I've had worse Saturdays in my life for sure. What a great one for Arsenal. Both the title rivals, the contenders, Manchester City and Liverpool, have lost today, meaning that the game tomorrow, the North London derby against Tottenham, is a huge, huge match. Honestly, I didn't expect us to be in such a favorable position. We haven't played the game, but it gives us so much leeway to make a mistake tomorrow. But Arsenal need to make sure that they take full advantage. Despite our injuries, besides the referee, we need to make sure that this game is won, right? Because Liverpool started off today playing Nottingham Forest, and I was 100% sure that Liverpool were going to win this match. I thought they would, because come on, you know what I mean? Who loses to Nottingham Forest with all the changes that they've been making? Well, Sean Dyche was on the job, and he did us a huge, massive favor. In fact, I forgot, and I thought it was still Nuno Espirito Santos managing them, but they worked so crazy. They were on the ball. Their players looked amazing. Although, to be fair, I've been arguing with myself. I thought Forest's first goal was offside because Ndoye, that from Murillo, because I thought Ndoye was in an offside position. But I'm looking at the image again. I've got a feeling that maybe Isak was playing him in with his boot or something, because he looked like he was far up enough to cover that. I don't think it was an offside. But if it was an offside, and a lot of people, Liverpool fans, seem to think it was an offside goal, right? If you are saying that is an offside goal, then you cannot have it both ways. You complained that goal from Virgil van Dijk, where Robertson was judged to be offside because he was blocking the path of the ball towards Donnarumma against City. You said that was not offside. I have argued black and blue that is offside. So you cannot have it both ways. Either both of those scores are correct, and the Manchester City, both of those goals are correct, are goals, but the Manchester City one was obviously mishandled. You cannot have it both ways. If you think tonight's goal against Forest was offside, then it means that your goal against Manchester City was rightly ruled out. In my opinion, if Isak was not playing him in, Ndoye, for me, it was offside. But if he was playing it, because I didn't see any lines drawn, I didn't see the lines drawn at all in this match. But anyway, the first goal goes in, and I'm like, it's exciting times. I didn't expect it, but they go on in the second half and get another goal, and it's 3-0. I can't believe how bad Liverpool have been. They have spent £500 million in transfers this season to get in their new players. They've got Isak for 100 and crazy million, Ekitike for about the same. They've got so many purchases, but they seem to have their defense very unbalanced. Konate came off. They brought Ekitike on because they just couldn't get the balance correct. Tonight again, it seems to be costing them a lot. It seems to be costing them quite a lot. And yeah, I think they're going to lose a lot more games this season, because anyone who shows a bit of grit and a bit of style seems to be able to bypass all their defenses. So that is amazing. Then, of course, I'm like Newcastle, Manchester City. I mean, when the Liverpool game ended, I was like so over it. I'm like, oh, great stuff. But I'm sure Manchester City are going to win away at Newcastle. Then they'll be really breathing down our necks. It would have been 1 point behind with us still to play the North London derby. And I can't lie, I was under pressure. I was under pressure because after 3-4 seasons of chasing these two, Manchester City and Liverpool, you know how wrong things can go. We've got so many injuries. They have also got injuries, but they just always seem in previous seasons to be a step ahead, to have better planning, to have better management, to have a lot more grace on the field. But all the grace in the world was not going to save those two today at all. So Manchester City turn up playing Newcastle, and Haaland is being demonic. Chances are coming in. Oh my goodness. But Foden, I think he left his shooting boots wherever when he went to England. Something happened. He was trying, nothing was working. Doku, who had an amazing game against Liverpool only a couple of weeks ago, came back and he was getting battered and bruised by Tonali in that midfield. He was going down so much, so easily. But it is, I don't want to say it is nice. It actually is nice to see another team struggle against Newcastle. I was watching them and I'm thinking, this is giving me deja vu, man. Playing Newcastle has to be one of the toughest games I find. You know, like when Arsenal go and play them. By the time I leave there, I'm not looking for referee errors because those guys, Guimaraes, Bruno, Guimaraes, Tonali, Joel Linton, by the time they're finished with you, hey, I'm just thinking to the boys, right, you know, if you can find a beer on the way back, take one and just have it's just not worth it. Because when those guys finish you up at the end of the game, you're battered and bruised, you're exhausted. As a fan, I'm tired because they just don't give you any respite. They are powerful, they are strong, they are relentless. And when they say a big team, a supposed big team, hey, they cooked Manchester City in the end. You know, this guy, we are scared of Haaland. I mean, I am scared of Haaland. We are all scared of Haaland. How many times did Haaland manage to find himself behind the defenders? And somehow, Nick Pope comes and clears the ball, or Thor takes him out together with the ball, no penalty, no nothing. And he was neutered. Not easily. They had to work hard, but they managed to do it. I don't think Arsenal can even manage to keep him. And we've got one of the best defenses in the Premier League. We can't manage to do that to Erling Haaland. Very few teams can. And to make matters worse, with the Manchester City, which has got Haaland, the only thing that saved Man City today, not going maybe 5-0 or 5-1 or whatever today, was Donnarumma. Now, this guy is in demonic form, yeah? I mean, of course, they lost today 2-1, but without him, it would have been a complete rout. I mean, to be fair, let me also be fair. Some of the goals, some of the chances that were being saved were right at him, but they were coming at him so fast. His reactions were sharp. And he was saving them because I think a lot of keepers, that goes underneath them, or he makes the wrong decisions, it doesn't come out early enough, whatever. But he saved a lot. And you know what? Harvey Barnes should have scored a hat-trick ×2 today. He missed some easy chances, but I heard an interview where he says, you know what? He didn't let that phase him. He scored 2. He's happy enough. And yeah, man. You know, congratulations to Newcastle United. I am so glad that both our rivals have lost. So yeah, awesome day for Arsenal. So we are looking out, yeah, you guys. We are looking out tomorrow. We've got, I think, 1 o'clock, it's Leeds versus Aston Villa. I'll try and watch that just for fun. And then the North London derby, 4:30 p.m. UK time. It's going to be Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspurs. I am not 100% sure what's going on with all our injuries, but I've got a feeling that there are some players who have come back, or maybe they'll be on the bench, certainly not starting. Our back four is a bit decimated so far. Calafiori, Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Magalhaes out, it looks like. But we've got cover, we've got Mosquera, we've got Hincapié, we've got Miles Lewis Skelly. So I think we should be okay as long as we've got Rice there to plug things in, and Zubimendi, I think we should be fine. So let us look forward to tomorrow's game, Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur. It is a big game. Join me. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.